everyone, my name is Isabel and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, if you've been on TikTok recently, then you've probably seen this video of Leah Halton, who's an Australian social media star, and it just absolutely blew up. I'm not sure if it's the most viral TikTok video already or if it's still Bella Porch, but it's just been climbing up and it just keeps blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. And the thing about this video is that Leah Halton, she just looks absolutely stunning and absolutely gorgeous, and she has this really cute makeup look on that's like, it looks amazing on her face basically, and that's why it works so well, because it's perfect for her face. It really is. And today we are going to be recreating it. Now, I did the research, and by research I just mean that I watched her YouTube tutorial, but I took notes. And these probably look like the ramblings of a mad woman, but I just wanted to take notes because even though I had done a TikTok like recreating her makeup look, I wanted to do something more in-depth, and I wanted to write things down because I feel like a lot of the times I just forget certain steps that people do, so I just replace them with my own steps. So I treated this like homework. The first thing that she does in her YouTube video is that she puts on a primer, and I'm using the E.L.F. Power Grip Primer because it's the one that's going to go with my foundation the best. So I just work this in with my hands all over my face. And I'm using my little fan to just help my skin absorb it so that it can be dried up and just make the foundation adhere better onto the skin so that it's still not wet when I put foundation on. Also, I tried to style my hair. It's the first time that I've tried to style my hair since I gave myself a buzz cut like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and I feel like it's finally starting to get enough length where you can try and do something with it. But my hair is extremely thin. It always has been, so it just kind of maybe looks a little odd, and I don't know if I should have styled my hair or if I should have just let it be fluffy and just a little crazy. Then what she does is that she just fluffs up her eyebrows. So that's what we're gonna do too. And my eyebrows are pretty thin naturally, but I plucked them out in order to give them a bit of shape. And I don't know if I'll be filling them in or not, because sometimes when I don't fill them in, they just look weird, because they just look like too light for my face. And so yeah, later on I'm probably gonna be filling them in. But for now, I'll just fluff them upwards. Step number 3 is her foundation, and I'm not using expensive products just because I'm not rich. So what I'm using is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I just put this all over my face. And yeah, no, we're not going to talk about how this is too yellow for me. We're all going to look past all of my flaws. I'm really not going to be doing a lot. We of course bring it down the jaw and onto the neck as well. Now we're going to be doing concealer, and the concealer that I'm using is the NYX Serum concealer, and she just places it under the eyes, but also up on the forehead and above the jaw. We're going to start to blend it out, but the thing is that she doesn't fully blend it out, and I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, but I just can't help it. She doesn't fully blend it out. She just kind of leaves it there for a little bit. I'm pretty sure that she didn't put any concealer on the bridge of her nose, and I just did that out of like habit. So yeah, she doesn't fully blend it out, which I did, but what can you do? Don't be like me and just leave it 90% blended out. That's what she does if you want to be completely accurate to what she does. Up next is the cream bronzer, and she places her bronzer up on her forehead and also her cheeks. in order to give like a sun-kissed look. The tip of the nose, she specifically said that she doesn't put it underneath her nose anymore because she thinks that it makes the nose look wider. So we are just doing the tip of the nose, above the jaw as well. And I think that this gives like a really nice, just kind of tanned look. Because I was watching this video of RMS Beauty, and the makeup artist was saying that back when she had to do Victoria's Secret, this is how she would do the bronzer to just make them look like beach Bettys, because that way it just looks like someone who was just out on the beach recently. And that it's a good strategy for bronzer, especially if you are pale like me. She takes the leftover bronzer and puts it on her eyelids. So instead of eyeshadow, we're just going to be using that cream bronzer leftover. So it's just a little bit of bronzer on the eyelids, because I think that doing it like this just kind of helps everything to look a lot more coherent. Since you're using the same shade for your face and your eyes. It just makes everything come together. I'm definitely gonna have to fill in my brows because they look... no. I'm gonna be using my foundation brush to blend out the edges of the bronzer so that way everything can just come together with the foundation. Now we're gonna be doing the blush, and I'm using the liquid blush from NYX. I'm just going to pick it up from the back of my hand with my brush. I'm going to place it on my cheeks and also on the tip of my nose. Blend that out into the bronzer. I'm gonna be putting the leftovers on the eyelids, and I put too much on the left eyelid. I'm gonna have to put some bronzer over that because she didn't have like a whole pink thing going on. It just looked, yeah, that's better. I'm going to use the concealer brush to just go over the areas that have like too much blush over here on the center of my face and blend that out with the concealer that's left over on the brush. I swear to God that whenever I stop recording, the dog, he stops barking, and the second that I turn my camera back on, he starts barking again. Now we're gonna take some powder with a powder puff. I always like to take the excess out. I'm just gonna look at my concealer to see if there's any creasing, and if there is, then I blend this out. I'll go in with the powder puff. So just right there, close to where the nose is, the bridge of the nose is, and looking up to avoid creasing. Then she takes a really fluffy brush and just dusts over the rest of her face. Now we're gonna be setting the cream products with the powdered version of each of them. So we're gonna take some powdered bronzer. I'm starting at the hairline and bringing it in towards the center. Some on the tip of my nose. I go over the forehead. I'm going to very lightly go over the product that's above the jaw here. So right as I was recording myself setting the powder, my phone ran out of storage, so I had to go in and delete some things. Let me pretend that I was doing it again. It is now time to use fake freckles in order to contour the nasal cavity, and what she uses is just some brown eyeshadow. The first time that I did this, it was hard with the eyeshadow because I usually do it with lip liner, but I'm trying to follow her method. So let's just, oh my god, that's too dark. Oh, I did it again. She then uses her powder puff to set the freckles, but the powder puff just has like, I guess, the excess of powder. I promise that I did try my very best to fix the freckles, but this is what we're working with. Now we're going to be doing the setting spray. Where's my fan? And she did the highlighter, and she put the highlighter on her cheeks. That brush was way too dense, so. And now we're going to attack my inner corners with a whiter highlighter. So this is the one that I use for the cheeks. This is the one that I'm going to be using for the inner corners. Don't look at the rest of the palette. Inner corners. I sometimes I try to be aesthetic looking in my TikToks and my reels, and I try to just look cute the whole time. But there's some things that you have to do in makeup where it's like, and the nose. Oh, and she also put some highlighter above her lips, so because that just kind of makes them look bigger. Now I'm going to be putting on some brown eyeliner, but only on the outer part of my eye, and I'm also using eyeshadow to do it. And there. It's time for the mascara, and what she does is that she brushes them outwards. But the ones on the inner part, I'm just going to brush them straight up. And now these I'll brush outwards because she says that it gives you more of a cat eye look. We're on the last step, which is just the lips. She didn't use any lipstick or lip gloss. She just used 2 lip liners. The first one is a brown lip liner, which I definitely need to buy another brown lip liner because this one is about to leave. And then she puts on a more pinkish looking lip liner. I'm just retouching the brown lip liner because I feel like I lost it a little bit. Let me just take out the hair clips. So this is the finished look. Clear. Emma. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I've already changed, but I forgot to say that I really do love this look because I feel like it can look cute on so many people, and it's also just like an everyday look. You know, it's not really a heavy makeup type of look. So I think that it's a cute look. Now it's over. Now it's actually over. Now I can say, like, comment, subscribe.